Robert Dunt Art Top 10, and here we are at the Great Mughals. So basically, the golden age of Mughal art lasted from about 1580 to 1650, spanned the reigns of three emperors, Akbar's son Jahangir and grandson Shah Jahan. Artists in imperial workshops created a radically new and rapidly evolving style, reflected on all the arts of the court. Essentially, these Muslim emperors created an atmosphere of religious tolerance to rule a diverse population, with Hindus forming the vast majority. This exhibition traces the creation and evolution of distinctively Mughal art, from jewelled vessels to richly coloured velvets and the art of the book to architecture. Let's have a little snoop around. Okay, so the first bit is the first of these three emperors, and this is Akbar. So this is the stuff, the art that he I guess commissioned or helped to be made. So these are like some of the sort of Islamic calligraphy in this bit here. Akbar was only 14 when he suddenly became emperor, and he was one of the greatest rulers in the history of the Indian subcontinent. It's quite intriguing. Actively encouraged innovation and creativity. Workshops supplied his court with luxury products made by craftsmen from across the empire and from Iran. So often these like little Indian miniatures, as I would call them, are actually from books, and they were collected in books. This is the construction of Agra Fort. It's actually rather cool. I love these little pictures, they're just so fascinating. All the little crazy things taking place inside them. Really cool. And actually, you've got male and female labourers working on here to build the fort. I love that little weird footbridge on the left. That's really cool. Actually, it's saying Akbar was famously unable to read and write, but was nevertheless highly cultivated. The volumes in his library were extensive and read to him by court readers. One of the first things he did was this major project was the creation of illustrated volumes of Hamza Namar, epic tales talking about the exploits of the legendary Muslim warrior Amir Hamza. Well, that must be Amir Hamza there, attacking the unbelievers. They are weird little pictures in here, man. Look, down there you got little crazy things happen. This guy appears to be stabbing somebody, is he? Secretly? I can't quite tell. I love all the little weird bits in these pictures. So weird, he's not actually stabbing somebody, he's grabbing on somebody so it doesn't fall off a flying pot. Do you seem to be on flying pots? This is cool. This is Landa is abducted in his sleep by a div. The div must be that little demon down the bottom. Demon, so cool. There's a cool little picture here where a pilgrim setting out for Mecca encounters a Brahmin travelling to a Hindu temple, amused by prostrating himself on the ground. So the Muslim then takes his shoes off and goes barefoot for the rest of the journey. Beautiful little picture though. Look at the guy lying on the ground, those beautiful purples. These little books are quite cool because you can see how all the things you'd see in the exhibition would have started in a book. So they're not actually designed to be put on the wall, they're designed to be in books. And rather beautiful in the book. Oh, it's genuinely amazing. Oh, the dagger, it looks black. It's not black, it's just the direction you're standing in. It's silver, isn't it? I think it is. Absolutely extraordinary daggers. Amazing, and a ceremonial spoon. They shaped hundreds of precious stones with meticulous care and set them into the hilt of this dagger using refined gold. All the diamonds of natural crystalline form diminish evenly in size. Can you see where those evenly incised diamonds are? It says that diamonds diminish evenly in size. On the hilt. Sorry, on the hilt, that must be this bit up here. No, they must be silver. Intriguing. Can't quite see them. It seems to be on the knuckle guard, they diminish in size, but they do sparkle at you quite amazingly. It's quite fascinating, actually. Still find it all weird how murder weapons are always made to look so beautiful. Oh, look at that, it's an elephant dancing. A lovely little dancing elephant. All these birds and animals, that's so cool. Oh, well, that's actually an attack. Conflict between a legendary bird of Iranian literature and a mythical Indian creature. That's really weird. The bird looks like a sort of Dida, a No, I think that's the famous bird that's there. Is it upside down? It looks like a peacock. Got big carpets as well in here in this exhibition. Kind of cool. Well, you got all these little black elephants and a weird elephant bird there. Absolutely wild. Check it out. Oh, no, you got a nice cheetah sitting on a sort of thing. Oh man. He's got an elephant in every hand. That's so cool. Oh, and in his tail. And in his tail. Yes, that's pretty impressive, man. That's one dangerous, weird creature. I do find mother of pearl quite a weird thing. Look at it. It's comes from the shell of the green turban sea snail. Extraordinary. Found in abundance in the Gulf of Kutch off the coast of Gujarat. Absolutely extraordinary stuff. Well, that's a pretty cool mother of pearl casket. Nice one. Mother of pearl was overlaid on objects ranging from small pen cases to portable caskets. Pretty cool, isn't it?
It's just so detailed.
It is so detailed, isn't it? Insanely detailed. Oh, it just take ages to make it. Look at it. I still find the colour just bizarre. It's got this extraordinary mother of pearl shield, which it says was well, this decoration follows the Iranian courtly theme of Razam Bazam, hunting and war. Splendor suggests it was a diplomatic gift. Man, you got little horses and monkeys on the edge of it as well. Got a little bit of video here as well. They're showing you how they make mother of pearl stuff. Oh man, that's so weird. All these tiny little bits of mother of pearl. Quite extraordinary. In the video, you can see them sticking down the mother of pearl, marking it out, cutting it out really carefully, and then sticking it down. Absolutely bizarre. So then the black around the edges of the mother of pearl is resin from insects. Lac, L-A-C. Bizarre. So even though like Jura pictures Akbar and his son got from the Jesuits who came to visit them, and then they incorporated that into their own art, which is rather intriguing. Oh man, look at all these beautiful little things here. Well, a study of St. John the Evangelist. Oh, amazing. Oh, that's a beautiful little picture. Absolutely stunning. It's tiny as well. It was made by Abul Hassan when he was 12, would you believe? Absolutely stunning. We finished Akbar and went on to Jahangir, his son. Oh wow, it's kind of slightly different vibe on the whole of this bit with like cases of jewellery. Oh, amazing little green pots. Absolutely bizarre, aren't they? Look at them. So delicate Islamic calligraphy on them. Quite fascinating. More daggers. More rosewater sprinkler. I love these little tiny caskets. They're really cool. Quite fascinating. Look at this, a little... What are these gold ducklings? Oh no, they're coins. That's really weird, actually. They're little gold coins. There's Zodiac mohurs there. There's Zodiac mohurs. Often intended for presentation rather than circulation. Oh, so they do seem to be coins, but they were more for presentation. Interesting. Intriguingly enough, the Jahangir name actually means world Caesar. Inherited enormously wealthy and stable territory, continued his father's legacy of efficient administration and artistic patronage. And the arts flourished under Jahangir. Quite funny, all these things. Look at these two, that blue cow sort of fighting a white tiger, and they're both biting each other. Sorry, this is on this big carpet. But I love all these little animals attacking each other. Just amazing, frankly. These daggers are so amazingly built. It's beautiful. They always look black in here. What's that? It's a canopy. Oh man, look, you can see there just how detailed, and even that canopy is like, that's got like really dark, it's amazingly weirdly embroidered. Just looks so extraordinary. Oh, it's really weird when you get up close to it.
What is it?
Well, that's a casket for a miniature Quran. Sorry, you can see my hand, you can see how tiny it is in a moment. These things are quite extraordinary. Little ostriches and birds all over them. Quite fascinating. But the ostriches didn't seem to be in the place where they were. They must have seen them or heard about them from somewhere else. Rare Nephrite jade. Extraordinary, extraordinary things. Just so pretty and absolutely bizarre. And these miniatures, oh man, that must be what they're actually talking about. These miniatures depict courtly rituals and festival, one of which says Akbar had introduced Hindu royal customs of peering to people from a high palace balcony, and the birthday ceremony was when he was weighed against precious materials that were then distributed to the poor. It's extraordinary. That must be what's happening in this picture. Can't see whether that must be him being weighed. Jahangir went on doing this as well. That must be. I can't see in the picture where the jewels are, but they must be there. I see. Oh man, look at the sort of 3D ground as well. All these things on the ground in a slanting 3D fashion. So sophisticated, these pictures. This is one where it appears from a window, but I love it. He's literally just up there, his head popping out of the window. That's so cool. This appears to the assembly outside the palace walls from a high balcony. It's fantastic. This seems to be the second half of Jahangir's reign. It seems to be called the Travelling Court. Though the Mughal emperors travelled regularly across their vast empire, Jahangir moved more frequently than others. Also did small-scale exhibitions like hunting, visiting sites of particular interest. Cool. Interesting. Anyway, so that's this room, basically. I love these. Look at this. It's just so brilliant, this picture. Look at it in a second. Look, there's a guy standing on a globe, on a cow or a goat, on a fish. I mean, that is just so fantastic. What more could you possibly want while shooting a bow and arrow? And then there's a weird, like, bird thing in the top left-hand corner as well. Just superb. Jahangir shooting the head of Malik Ambar. I always love the way in these pictures, like, they've got, like, these see-through sort of skirts on there. Okay, so weirdly enough, we're just looking at all this sort of swords and armour. So all these things were after Henry VIII, trying to relate it back to other history. It's quite intriguing. This sword was called the Fire Bearer. The swords all had names. Bizarrely enough, there is like a musket in the back, isn't there? Matlock's gun and support. Got all these amazing animals. You got this crazy little turkey here. He's pretty cool. And then over there you got a special antelope.
Some exotic animals.
Exotic animals. They're really good, the exotic animals, aren't they?
I think it's a turkey.
Oh, look at that. Yes, I'm not sure if turkey's exotic, but look at him. He's quite exotic as well. Quite extraordinary. What is that? An imperial gif. Yes, incense burner in the form of a stylized bird. Extraordinary. I think this is the elevation end of the panel of Akbar's tomb, but so extraordinary, that almost sort of white on white picture. This guy's climbing a tree. Squirrels in a plane tree. I know there's squirrels. That's so cool. This painting is by two artists here. Jahangir singled out as the greatest of his reign. I love those purple hills and those tiny little leaves. It's actually quite a stunning picture. Oh, look over here. You've got a zebra. That's pretty cool. So we're now into the reign of Shah Jahan bit, who, of course, made the Taj Mahal. for his wife. Mausoleum built by the emperor for his wife, Jamand Begum. A little glimpse around this room and what's here. Up to the Taj Mahal over there, which is actually astonishingly extraordinary in real life. I never thought it would be, but it does blow your mind away when you see it for real. Got lovely little Indian miniature paintings here again. Look at that, such a beautiful yellow. She's standing there gifting something to one of the other people. Purple and orange. Look at this beautiful outfit, orange balloon, purple feet. Fascinating. Hi guys, this is Shah Jahan kills a lion. Where's the... What's... Somebody... What did you say? There's a human head in the lion's mouth.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
I can't see the human head. Oh yeah, you can see it now. Yeah. Okay, I've got it. You can see it now. A bit wobbly, but you can see it. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, oops, sorry. Wobbling. But Shah Jahan is killing that lion. Bizarrely enough, this Indian miniature painting we have at home. Not as a real one, obviously, as a copy of it. But I love it how... It might be a secret one. Yeah, we got it from someone like that. I love it how these people are just... Their portraits, these sort of side-on views the whole time. So cool. I love the way they've got these like green plants on the side against that black background. Almost like a sort of Braque picture. Subtlety of the colours is just stunning. And then you move from that to this one that's more light and turquoise. Look at that. Still always wearing that orange outfit. Is this Jahangir and Shah Jahan? Look at that. I love it. It's just so fascinating. These pictures. Rather cool, this little thing here. Model of the cenotaph Mumtaz Mahal. Vividly coloured stones shaped by stonecutters into the white marble. Ah, fascinating. Interesting. Oh look, and there's a sort of end elevation of it. They pictured these things before they're making them. They spent ages planning and organising it. It's like pictures of the imperial family. They'd also go into detail to talk about the jewellery and the different things they were wearing. I love these little see-through dresses. Just amazing. Quite an extraordinary pierced marble screen here, which is rather fascinating. It's interesting, the use of marble. I hadn't realised that you've got this gigantic sort of carpet that's a bit plain. And then you've got these weird sort of... This jade cup, I can't say it. I find these jade things quite fascinating. Really weird thing, jade. Look at it. These are extraordinary jewels. With little sort of carvings on them. Absolutely extraordinary. You can just about see the carving on it. Amazing. Oh, there you go, that's it. You can see the carving on the jewel. So weird. Absolutely extraordinary thing. Seems to be called a punch dagger. I guess you'd hold it at the top and punch somebody with it. Pretty awful thing. More of these jewels written on. More of the Indian miniature paintings in this section. Another giant carpet. Look at this one. I love all these little pictures. The faces are becoming more and more organised, I reckon, as time goes on. More and more defined, as it were. And detailed, fascinating little things. So small, all the detail on them. Oh, look at him in his fantastic stripy coat. More of this incredible white marble with... oh, look at those little birds in the marble. Just absolutely extraordinary, aren't they? All those little coloured birds and the coloured leaves. It's sort of so complicated to put stuff in marble. It's interesting that the marble seems to set up the colour plans for a lot of these things. Yeah, there we go. Here's the shop. All sorts of Mughal things in it. Man, you get yourself a coat.
Right.
A lot of things. Anyway, I would say the exhibition was absolutely stunning. Really fantastic. I always knew I liked the Indian miniature paintings. I had no idea I'd enjoy all the kind of carpets and all those sort of little gems with carvings on them. I enjoyed all that stuff as much as I did. Normally, doesn't blow me away, but today it was absolutely extraordinary. And like the jeweled daggers and stuff, even though I still find why we decorate stuff murdering people. It's mystifying. But anyway, absolutely stunning. Really enjoyed it. Definitely worth coming to see.